Hi, this is Kelly Brown, and today we're going to talk about conditional formatting in Excel. What conditional formatting does is it can set formatting based on conditions that you set. And if we look at the worksheet that we have in front of us, I'm going to auto-fit it so it's nice and clean for us. I see reading scores, writing scores, and math scores. And I want to have a certain formatting for high scores and another formatting for low scores so I can see them very easily. If I select column G for reading scores and then go to the Home tab of the ribbon and then go to the right of the ribbon, a little farther than the middle, there's a button that says Conditional Formatting. If I click on Conditional Formatting, I have all these choices here. I could highlight cell rules based on greater than, less than, between, equal to, text that contains a date, duplicate values. I have top bottom rules where I could format the top 10 items, the top 10%, the bottom 10 items, the bottom 10%, above average, below average, and there's more rules available to you there. I can use data bars, which I can show you really quick here just by placing my mouse over the choices. If I click here, look at the column G, and you see how there's a blue gradient bar now with the data, and the longer ones are the higher numbers and the shorter bars are the lower numbers. And that you're seeing that just by a preview by me placing my mouse over that gradient. If I click over this one, you see it's in green, then in red, then in a fuchsia, a sky blue, a yellow. Then they have solid fills versus gradient fills. And all those are data bars that are available to you without even doing too much. Now I place my mouse over it, but if I clicked on one, then that is set, and that is there, some formatting based on the values of the data that's in that column. Okay, I'm going to undo that and show you some other options under conditional formatting. Then there's color scales. Again, Excel is doing this for you based on the values in that column. This one is putting, looks like dark greens on very high numbers and then reds on lower numbers and yellows for numbers in between. Excel is doing that all by itself. Then this is another one where it's kind of inverse. The high numbers are red and the low numbers are green. Then there's a green to white to red, and another one. And I'm just placing my mouse over these color scale options. And these are all available to you just by clicking over them and then clicking on them to select it. Another choice that Excel has available to you are icons. So when I click on icons, and you see here, this one is a green arrow going up for the high numbers and a red arrow going down for the low numbers. And that, again, just by clicking on it, I'm selecting that. Then they have an arrow, and then the arrow is going diagonally. They have circles with the colors. They have more traffic signal looking things. They have check boxes and X's and all these things. So all of these are choices, again, available to you just by clicking. Okay. If I wanted to be more purposeful and deliberate about the choices that I have, I could do it on my own. If I, again, select the column that I want to apply the conditional formatting to, click on conditional formatting, the very first one, if I said highlight cell rules greater than, and then I could choose. I say format cell rules that are greater than, and I say 89. There are choices here that Excel has available in this drop down. They have a light red fill with dark red text, a yellow fill with dark yellow text, a green fill, a light red fill, a red text, red border. So if I chose the green and clicked OK, you'll see that those numbers that are 89 or above have a green fill and green text. If I clicked on G again, did conditional formatting, highlight cell rules, I could do between and say I wanted to do format cell rules between 80 and 89. And instead of using one of these choices available, I wanted to create it myself. I could click on Custom Format, the very last choice, and then this window appears where I can design how I want it to appear. So if I want the font here to be a dark blue, I can choose dark blue. If I want the fill to be a light blue, I could put a light blue in there. And if I want a border, I could choose a red border and make it red and click OK. So I just designed the formatting that I wanted for numbers between 80 and 89. Click OK. And now we see that formatting available to me in the data. So there's many more things you could do. You could apply formulas, rules to it, but conditional formatting is definitely something you can do to help you highlight the data that is important.